Welcome back everyone for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, Leticia kind of overwhelmed me with all those gifts. First I thought those gifts aren't really an issue, I'm just gonna kill them fast enough and then it's gonna be fine. Turns out, all those bloody friends hand out gifts relatively quickly if you don't handle them carefully, especially with their free dice attacks. And the spiders, they have a passive that I didn't even read that actually boosts up the dice power with every gift on hand. And if I don't get rid of the gifts after 3 explosions, my character dies. So yeah, I got a bit overwhelmed, especially since Tia literally forces you 2 free copies into your hand with a range attack that you don't really want to clash against. Unless, of course, you want to go against her 8/8 defense dice, which is something you don't want to do because they have all kinds of ailments. So yeah, I changed a couple of cards. As you can see, Lapis has more varieties of cards effects. I also gave him Will of the Prescript and a Singleton deck in order to play around that. I need him to draw more pages. I even changed a couple of his range pages, since he still has to have 3 range pages. He probably would want more, but I'm not the biggest fan of range pages on the mix attack deck. But hey, once those 3 are gone, I have more access to Flaming Bat than the other cards, right? At least that's my thought process with this. And I mean, Repressed Flesh and Will of the Prescripts on their own are relatively strong, so I'm just going to assume this time around he's not gonna get killed by the spiders, right? Here, he's totally going to be fine. I also changed the butter a little bit, gave her a couple of shooting pages. Cinnamon got a few sweeper pages, since it seems like Pamela's card with Collision doesn't really have the highest success rates, and I don't really want to give the spiders any chances. We're going to get that girl out of there, we're going to enjoy a nice tea party after that, and you probably noticed this exclamation mark in Gabora's department, huh? We didn't have that before. Wanna know why? Look at this. The Book of Wang, okay? The Book of Wang. I was trying out the smoke cards on Chessett's floor, since I didn't really have any decks on Chessett's floor yet. And while doing so, I kinda noticed that I didn't really get all the copies of the smoke guys. And then I went back into that fight, fought it a couple of times in order to get multiple copies, so that I could get all the key pages on them, and while doing so, I got my first copy of the Book of Wang. Seems like I didn't get that before. And just like that, Gabora has a new abnormality waiting for us. So it seems like today is going to be another one of those 2 abnormality fights parts, so I hope you guys look forward to that. But just like before, first and foremost, Leticia comes first. Butter is going to make a fight with her, especially since she denied her rescue attempt. Butter doesn't like spiders, but she has to get her out of there. Oh, I guess this is personal now, huh, Butter? This is totally going to be personal now. Okay, so let's see. Paralysis on 2 of them, that's good. How many of them are going to go with the strong one? The top ones. Okay, I have to take care of them first, because as many gifts as I get, the more annoying and restrictive this whole battle is going to get. And of course, Lapus, 1-1. Great job. Great job. It's appreciated, don't worry about it. For that specific reason, you don't have a single 0-cost card at hand, it's not good. Oh well, right, oh well. At the very least, he's going to draw... Actually speaking, you're going to draw 4... you're going to draw 4 pages with Will of the Prescript. That's going to help you out a bit more. Butter. You probably have to stop the guy at the front. The others aren't really that important, but we have to spread the damage a bit in order to get them down as quickly as possible. Once we restrict the gift gain in general, the spiders shouldn't really cause any issues, since the only source of gifts is going to be the TCR after that. So that means we can redirect the hits towards guys who don't have gifts, and then don't worry about them at all, since it seems like in general the spiders aren't really that strong, right? The spiders in general aren't really that strong. Okay, HOTS. Oh, starting off with Daring Decision. I like to see that. How about you hit the guy at the bottom right? Cinnamon, what am I gonna do with you? Probably have to crash with For the Family in order to give them, or a couple of them, a defensive buff. In combination with a slight light recovery, since we kinda need that. Not gonna use any other cards. And Lapus isn't able to use any cards either. Okay, so we're just going to take the hits from Leticia and worry about the gift-wrapped friends first, right? Yeah, that's very important. Gift-wrapped friends have to get away. I'm not going to accept any gifts today. We're not going to accept any gifts. All of them have to go. Preferably the spiders become the spiders as quickly as possible. That's good. That's a good start. That's a perfect start, Lapus. Really appreciate it. Now you barely have any lights. Oh, never mind. Thanks to the good fight, you actually have the whole recovery effect as well. Okay. That guy is as good as dead. Gonna save my range pages then. Nobody's targeting Lapus, so I can save for Pressed Flesh. Where am I? You know what? I'm just gonna clash against one of those freer hits, since he is kind of fast now. Then I need somebody who can finish off the guy bottom left. Butter, there's a high chance you're going to get a gift. But it's gonna be fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's gonna be fine. How about you're going to use one of those flashing strikes? Yeah, that's going to be promising. You shouldn't really have any issues breaking through it. Then you're going to make sure with Lapus that guy dies. 3, 6. 12 is not going to be enough, but it's fine. With Sharp Blade, that should be enough. Oh, I got Daring Decision again! But I don't have the light. Ah, it's fine. We can just use a couple of puppet blocks. How about a draw page as well? Because we're already here. Should I go for the family again? Or should I try to throw... I can't really... Leticia is kind of fast. I can't use the gifts against her. Ah, shoot. Oh well. I'm gonna help out staggering the guy at the top left. How about a bit of extraction fluid as well? Redirect it towards... Actually, who's fighting it? Okay, which is better? I think Hot would be safer. There is a chance she might get a gift, but if Hot gets gift, it doesn't really matter since she can attempt to get rid of them via Daring Decision, right? Oh, there we go! Perfect, Lapus! Got rid of him! I think Butter got a couple of gifts, but it's still fine. As long as she's able to inflict the stagger, anything else doesn't really matter. Cinnamon got another stagger, that's good. Not quite enough to kill it, but that's fine. I think... Ah, never mind. Lapus didn't have another turn, but it's still fine, right, Butter? It's totally fine. Okay, first spider present. That's good. Those 3 are about to die. Who has gifts? I have a gift on Hot. Butter has a gift. And nobody else. Okay. Repressed Flesh. Receive gift. Are you trying to give me a gift with a card that doesn't give gifts? Okay. Okay, Spider, I see what you're trying to do here. Am I just gonna shoot him down? I guess we're just going to shoot him down, but I don't really need that card, right? Yeah, I don't need that card. We're going to use the slightly weaker take a shot card. Since we don't have... Oh, wait, I actually have I hate CQC. And that should technically be enough to finish it off, so we don't really have to worry about that guy at all. That leaves us with a gift card that I can throw against him. Technically speaking, that should be enough to get rid of him. But I'm probably going to make sure that it actually hits as well. How about the daring decision against the spider? We're gonna throw... Oh, wait. I can't really throw the gift away. But hey, this is a perfect opportunity to test out if daring decision is actually getting rid of it, right? This is a perfect opportunity. Gonna go for another for the family, while also drawing a page. That might be a bit overkill. How about we going to use that against the spider instead? But the question is... I'm probably going to redirect it towards Lapus, simply because he has a defensive dice against that. It wasn't enough. It actually wasn't enough. I was a bit surprised about that. I kind of thought the deck would be a bit stronger, but guess not. Okay, what was the effect? Did you get a gift after all? I don't think you got a gift, right? At the very least, Todd was able to put a stagger on that. That's good. Another little friend is gone. That's good. We're going to give the cocoon to our Lapus. 3 spiders, 1 friend. And the friend is about to explode. Okay. This is kind of a waste, but I'm not about to let him hit anyone with a 10-10 dice. So he's about to die. We don't really have to worry about him. I actually can use one of my gifts, which is probably not going to be enough, but at the very least we can try. I can't tell if that got rid of the gift or not. Did you get hit by Leticia again? There's a chance you could have been hit by Leticia again. Either way, I'm going to use the gift on the spider in order to get rid of it. Transpierce, or rather sweep of the back streets against the top left one. I'm going to draw a page as well. Have to get rid of the spider gift. This one is about to die. Gonna use automated movement against the top left one. And Lapus, do you want to add something? You have the cocoon. Technically speaking, you can apply a spider debuff on one of them. And if I think about it, if all of my attacks are focusing on the top left one, I should probably apply that effect on the bottom left one. Yeah, that should do the trick. That should technically do the trick. Okay, we got the gift from Leticia. The gifts from Leticia. Didn't I select him with the gun move? Did I maybe perhaps deselect that move? There's a chance I could have accidentally deselected that move. Ah, shoot, I'm sorry you guys. I failed ya. But at the very least we got rid of one of the spiders, right? At the very least we got rid of one of the spiders. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna give that to Butter, I guess. Or should I? She's gonna get staggered soon. She doesn't have daring decision. Lapus! Catch the ice! Catch the ice, Lapus! Didn't get a single daring decision. Which is not good. Especially with all my light currently. But at the very least, I can make sure to kill the bottom left spider without any issues. She is going to hit me with a gift. And she's super fast, so I can't even intercept any with that. gifts. Okay, use one gift against her. It wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't make a difference. Okay, Cinnamon. Prince Pierce. Use the gift. Can't do anything else. Throw the gift. Reselect that. Draw a page. Ah, no, wait. But you have to make sure that the bottom left one dies. I'm gonna try to block one of the hits with Hot, while also inflicting stake. I need to draw pages, right? I need to draw pages with their Inquisition. Stay Calm is just a filler card in order to draw more. Okay, if that's going to be the case, Cinnamon is going to get hit by that spider. But he should be able to survive that without issues. Which means I can go for Will of the Prescript in order to draw a lot of pages. Then try to recover my light by hitting the top left spider again. And that should do the trick, right? I just need the angry face on my heart and everything else should be fine then. Don't tell me you're surviving 1 HP. don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I was about to say, don't do this to me. Not again. Not again, okay? Nobody wants to see the enemies survive on 1 HP. Especially since it's always so random, right? It is always so random. Okay, let's see. I can use Repressed Flesh against the top right spider. Daring Decision! Yes! It's totally going to be enough to finish it off. Gonna draw another page against it. Need to use 2 gifts in order to get rid of it. Yeah, Lapis doesn't really have to worry about it. There's so much stagger resistance. I mean, sure, he has a pierce weakness, but he should still be fine. Right? The thing is, even if I win against this, I'm gonna clash against the 8-8. I am going to clash against that 8-8. But if I were to use a range attack, it doesn't really matter if I get hit by a defensive dice with a range attack, right? But I don't really have the light for that either. So I can't really go for that just even if I want to. No, Lapis, I guess you kind of have to tank that one, huh? Yeah, you kind of have to tank that one. Okay, draw a page. We're gonna draw as many as possible and get rid of the 2 remaining spiders. Or the counter dice! The counter dice! I didn't even consider that! No way! 2 HP? Hot! Hot that was supposed to be able to win without any trouble! No way! What is with my luck? What is that? What? Oh, come on! Throw the gift. We don't need the gifts. Does anybody else have a gift? Yes, we have gifts. You know what? I'm gonna clash with Hot against that guy. Let's use one of our stronger pages to redirect at least 1 hit. Do I have to worry about any other gifts? Nope. Okay, that's good. Then we're going to use for the family. Redirect the 1 spider move. Okay, that should technically be enough to finish it off. Yeah. Yeah, that's just totally going to be enough. Butter is just going to eat a hit from the Leticia until she's going to get the debuff from her missing friends. I was about to say, if you aren't able to break through that, that would have been a little bit weird, Cinnamon. It would have been a little bit weird. So, farewells are so sad and make me lonely. But my friends, pretty please? Or rather, we are still friends, right? We are all friends, right? My friends. Where did they all go? Did they leave because they hate me? Can't you be my friends instead? Oh, she's like the other guy, becoming lonely. Did they leave because they hate me? Can't you be my friends instead? Oh no, Leticia, they didn't leave because they hate you. It's just those were fake friends. Those guys are your true friends. They eat your tea, they like your company. They visit you so many times the other playthrough. Right? And now she's completely weak to everything. Okay. Daring decision. And then, I guess we're just going to draw a couple of pages. She is not gonna survive this round. There's no way she's gonna survive this round. I'm actually going to use repressed flesh as well. Taste my flaming bat in order to send a message. Actually, I have a gift. I still have a gift. It's not really that I can use it, but at the very least I have it. Not die for me. Flashing strike. Okay, that's a bit too much. I need 2 lights for this. Flash of the sun up. Sharpen blade. And cinnamon. Buff everyone up. And sweep the streets, I guess. Now she still has access to her defense dice, but because of the gift on butter, you don't really have to worry about that at all. And now that she's staggered, yeah, there's no way she can survive this. Oh god. Not a 20. Butter, you got her! You finally got her! Kicking and screaming, but at least she's free. At least she's free. We could have probably done that in the last part as well, if I just upgraded the pages a little, huh? And maybe read the spiders before. But at the very least, they finally have the 5th party member, right? Okay, so let's see. A surprise gift. And when a kid meets someone she likes, she will give them a gift made all by herself. The gift's content is a secret though, because otherwise they would probably not take it. The first opponent to clash against the selected librarian gains the gift status. If the gifted clashes against a character other than the selected gifted, the gift explodes at a 40% chance, dealing 2 damage and inflicts 2 bleed next scene. When the gifted dies, a new gifted can be given. So I literally enchant them like the little girl. And if they don't play with my selected librarian, they're gonna explode, but not as devastating as that explosion, but still, it counts as an explosion that has a chance to deal 2 damage. Now, technically speaking, if it is lore-wise, that explosion should rip him apart and create an ally for us, or maybe an enemy, but I guess that would have been a bit too broken, huh? That would have been a bit too broken. Now we also have friend. She was so sad that she had to leave her dear friend behind, so she came up with a brilliant idea. How about instead of leaving them behind, we're just carrying them around as gifts, huh? At the start of the scene, sneak a friend into one of the combat pages in hand. Wait, what? Into one of the combat pages in hand? What do you mean with that? On my hand? Exclude on play pages. Does not activate when there's already a page with a friend in hand. The page with friend gains 2/4 power. However, if the page is not used within 2 scenes, it exhausts dealing 2 to... Oh, so she's going to give me that friend, which in fact boosts up one of our cards, but I'm forced to use that as well. Okay. I guess it's a fair trade for the 2/4 power boost. But I don't like the idea of being forced to use something, especially since it could get one of my expensive cards, and usually I like to save them for certain situations. But it's fine, it's fine. Thanks to T-shirt. I appreciate your friends. And then we also have the funny prank. So this little lady has made a decision to stay here and never leave until laughter is restored to this place. Single ally. The first die of any combat pages the librarian plays will always roll either the maximum or minimum value. 50-50, huh? Which is literally 0. Take 2 7 damage if it rolls to... Oh, I can never pick that. I can literally never pick that. It's just gonna hurt me. It is literally just gonna hurt me. Oh, great. I mean, it is a funny little prank. But maybe I should pick it just for the fun of it, just to show the point, huh? Like Flaming Bad. At least once. I should at least use it once. Oh, God. No way. Oh, but I can do that. The last what was it? Anyways, the last final battle took over an hour. I can't do that now. That would explode the part. But I guess I know what we're going to do in the next part, huh? Right, Hots? It seems like we have a very difficult battle coming up. And I also need to get ready with the 5th party member. But first and foremost, hello, Gabura. Oh. Of course, we just helped Red Riding Hood. Of course, now we have to take care of the wolf as well, right? It makes sense. This is good. That means I have access to my puppy and Red on Gabura's floor. Oh, that's going to be so precious. Hey, Maxime, I actually plan to give the next slot on Jess's floor to Maxwell, but if it's like this, maybe I'm going to put those sisters together in one floor, huh? Maxime and Maxwell, that would be good. Huh? So you never got to see its other side because you went a new recruit? Let me tell you how ferocious it looked. That guy looks pretty docile. Maybe that scary wolf was just Redwood's delusion. Heads up, it's not as weak as it seems right now. Wait a second. I already noticed that before, but sometimes those quotes don't really add up with each other. It's a bit weird, right? Anyways, don't get any closer. You get eaten too. Or will I? Everyone calls me that, so it must be true. All tales are never wrong. A wolf needs no name. It's just the role it was born to fit in. Which is probably the villain, huh? There's no need to be nice to me. I'm destined to be the big, bad wolf. Even though you look so cute. I mean, look at him. Watch it. I'm trying really hard. Don't get any closer. You'll get eaten too. Okay, so he's already repeating himself. Okay, my little wolf. Right, my little puppy. What are you gonna do? You're immune to slash damage. Are you kidding me? No! They have all slash damage! Great start! This is perfect! This is absolutely perfect! Anyways, the role of the wolf. FE2 scene. Use a combat page that follows the target on hit. The consumed librarian is excluded from the battle for the next scene. Hours of poetic justice. After swallowing the librarian, all stagger damage resistance change to fatal for the next scene. If wolf is staggered within the scene, expel the captive librarian. The librarian loses 25 of their max HP upon being expelled and becomes staggered. So even if I rescue them, they're still going to get hit. Destined to be a big bad wolf. If the wolf does not get staggered after the scene it swallows the librarian. The librarian is killed and the wolf transforms into a powerful, cool state, probably. The wolf also transformed if its HP is at 50% or lower at the start of the scene. HP does not fall below 38% before transformation. So no matter what happens, I am going to see that transformed form. But the resistance though... I mean, sure, Bree has access to a couple of bash attacks. But the others... the others, they only have forceful gesture. They literally only have forceful gesture. And he's gonna afflict us with bleed from all things. Okay, fine, we're gonna hit him with everything we have. At the very least, it seems like he doesn't have counter dice, so that's good. At the very least, we have that. I'm gonna hit you with forceful gesture as well. Draw a page. Okay, what the hell am I gonna do with Maxine? I mean, I can totally go for Flashing Strike and recover some light in order to avoid at least bleed stack, but that is not gonna help out at all. That was literally 2 damage. Oh man. Maybe it's supposed to be counter to the Eugene fight. I mean, the wolf in Red's Nightmare. What is it doing now? But you know what I mean. The wolf in Eugene's in Red's Nightmare also had something like a slash resistance. I gobble you up. Ah, swallow target 7-7, and still trying to get us with pointy claws. Okay, who is he trying to get? He's actually trying to go for my Gabora. No way. No way in hell you're gonna get my Gabora. Just think, okay? There's no way in hell that you're going to get my Gabora. Let's hope that this is able to get third. Preferably without applying even more bleed stack on Maxine, okay? Good. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. Of course, Bree is going to get the bleed stack. Oh my god. I just said you're not gonna get Gabora. And you did get Gabora. What's gonna happen to her now? She has below 25% HP. Right? She has below 25% HP. If she gets expelled, that should kill her, right? Or is it 20 HP? No, it is 25. Oh. And he's sad again because his tummy aches. You shouldn't have eaten Gabora. Gabora's literally stabbing you in the belly right now. You shouldn't eat Gabora. Inflict bleed next scene. Oh, you're only going to counter now. You aren't even trying to fight back. Well, if you think that's a good idea, I guess I'm just gonna hit you with everything that I have then, huh? Which is not a lot. Which is seriously not a lot. Oh my god, he's gonna kill Gabora. I have no idea if this is gonna... Oh no, nope. He's literally about to eat Gabora. He's literally about... He is eating Gabora! Oh god! Yeah, this is not good! This is seriously not good! Of course! Howl! 12-12! Maceration stick! Bloodstained Hunt! 5-9, okay. Victory bleed. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's 2 power. Scene. And you have the counter dice again that boosts up your strength. But at least Red remember that card, huh? Red, remember that cards. Okay, before anything else, let me see what that's all about. Transformation. Upon transforming, max stagger resistance increase. Oh, now you're only weak to bash. I need to max the bash stats. This is not gonna work out. I need bash cards. I need lots of bash cards. What's this recover to full? Into the dark. After that, Penelope loses 25 HP or more of the HP it had at the point of transformation. It's this lurking in the shadow status for the next kill scene. Shadow lurkers. But the abnormality has the skulking in the shadow status. The variant other than the one targeted by the abnormalities cannot be targeted. Wariness. The skulking in the shadows wears off. All stagger damage resistance changed to fatal for a scene. Let's see. But I guess I'm about to die though. Yeah, I'm literally about to die. Actually speaking, I can't even redirect that hit. It is going to hit next scene. But at the very least we can avoid the howl, huh? Yeah, at the very least we can avoid the howl. Need to think about this fight though. There's a chance I'm just gonna probably pick up Yesel's cards, huh? He has the best bash deck. He literally has the best bash deck. After all, this floor is all about bashing. Just dash. Oh wait, that's our buff. That's our buff. For a second I was like, wait a second. It looks like the fairy thing, but no, that's from us. That thing is made to counter Red Riding Hood. If you think about it, Red's entire attacks pattern is slash and... Okay. Red's attack pattern is slash and gun attacks. That guy is only weak to blunt. No wonder that wait, that looks like the Nightmare version. That even looks like the Nightmare version. No wonder she wasn't able to win on her own. This place reeks of an awful stench. It calls for me. Ah. So is that a passive? Oh god, I can't even click on it. I mean, I can still click on it via the bottom right thing, but... Is that... Shadow Lurker? Skulking? Yeah, I guess it did lose 25% HP. Yeah, so at the very least we can see what that's all about. Recovers HP. And that's it. Oh, right. Bree is currently... Let's see. Am I missing something? Others than the one targeted by the abnormality cannot attack it. And since Bree is currently staggered, he's literally getting 3 hits, which in fact is going to kill my Bree. Barely. Almost killed my Bree. And Maxime is unable to do anything. Oh! Well, that certainly isn't good. And I think I misclicked this. Great! Great! This is going so... Oh, you know what? Maxime, take the hit. Take the hits, we need to get out of here. This is not good. I have to rebuild this deck. I need to rebuild this entire floor. And move some cards. I need to move some cards. Oh, yeah. Well, at the very least we had a chance to meet our puppy, huh? At the very least we had a chance to meet our puppy. Yes, it. Yes, it. Give me your cards. I'm serious. Give me all of your key pages. Give. Who has a... Yep. Yeah, honey. Give. I need their key pages. I'm sorry. It has to be this way. It has to be this way. Okay, you out. Tenma out. Give me the puppets. Give me the bash attacks. Okay, which one is... I think that one was from Yeset. You gonna get the page from Honey. And do I want to change anything? So I take fine on its own. That card is not gonna be able to protect us against their other moves though. So, okay. I gave Maxime and Gabora a couple forceful gestures, took out Endure. Technically speaking, Endure is able to help us against the Howl attack, but practically speaking, I need to make sure they're able to do as much damage as possible, right? The wolf requires a lot of damage. A lot of it. All of it has to be bash attacks. All of it has to be from bash attacks. Okay, let's do this. First and foremost, forceful gesture against the middle one. Don't have anything to recover my life, but that's fine. I'm going to go for hard rehearsal. Puppet block to lower the damage. 3, you can literally do absolutely nothing, but that's fine. You just have to make sure to draw pages. As many pages as possible, and hope for the best. Sure, it is going to inflict some paralysis or rather some bleed stacks on us, but there isn't really much we can do about that. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Now he's trying to eat us. Which has a relatively high chance. I would prefer to not get eaten, but we'll see about that. It is a 7-7 roll though. A 7-7 roll. And I have not a single dice that is able to clash against that safely. Which is a bit counterproductive. But oh well, right? Oh well. Let's go for mannequin. Let's draw another page. We're going to go for as much damage as possible at least. If it is going to get a free hit, at the very least I want to do as much damage as possible. Actually speaking, there is a slight chance with the counter dice to block the moves, so I'm going to hope for that. That's going to be safe for the next round. I'm gonna draw another page. Let's save the puppet block just in case. We don't really need it right now. Okay. Come on, Bree. Do as much damage as possible. You're about to get eaten after all. It's not gonna be enough to get the stagger, but it's fine. Oh my god, I think she countered it. She didn't get eaten. She actually didn't get eaten. It's good. It's very good. Gabora, vengeance. And he's not trying to eat us again. That's even better. That's just even better. I am going to go for hard rehearsal simply because it's going to regain her light. Then we can still draw another page and redirect the hits towards Gabora. As long as she gets damage, she's going to get stronger every round. And that's something I'm going to count for. Go! A stagger, even better. Even better! Thank you guys! Nobody get— oh shoot, it's gonna transform though. What is it? Wasn't it 50%? I think it's still safe. I can still go for one more round before it transforms. That's good. The forceful gesture for the next round, since we already have another disarm on Maxime. Then another puppet block for recovery, and that should do the trick. So what was it? I can't go below 30 HP? Yeah? Well, I think having to fight him around 100 HP is much better than we had to deal with before, right? Yeah, this is much better than what we had to deal with before. If we play our cards right, we only have to deal with ambush once now, right? Since once he loses 25%, yeah, he is going to use ambush at least once. Yeah, totally. And forceful gesture from the second die. And then draw the sword from the first one, otherwise it would cause some issues. And of course we can still go for the puppet block, redirect it back towards Maxime. And I still get my ailments, right? Yeah, I'm still going to get my ailments. Okay, almost made a mistake, but at the very least, we kind of fixed that, right? We kind of fixed that. Okay. Ryu was able to counter that. Come on. Here we go, Gabura. Don't give him any chances. Don't give him any chances to debuff him to the ground. Oh god, yes, it sticks. They are too strong. They are too strong. Ah, the ambush. Oh, why would you do that? Don't you know? Do you have any idea what you just did? Wait a second, don't get it wrong. Mannequin over here. Puppet block over there. You don't want to mess with Gabura. You don't want to mess with Gabura. I'm just saying it right now. You don't want to mess with Gabura. It seems like I've kind of forgot to turn on the middle clash option. Oh my god, you're so dead. You weren't even able to get to this. I told ya, Wolfie. I told ya. Don't clash with Gabura. I told you that. Oh god. But then again, maybe he thought if I get rid of Gabura again, like during the first battle, he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Oh. Hey, what are you up to? Meditation? Nothing. Just taking a break with my eyes closed. I leave the book in the usual spot and be on my way then. Seems like I shouldn't be disturbing you. Wait. Huh? What district in the back streets are you from? Well, I'm from District 17. It was a decent place. Would you say the part of the back streets you grew up in was also hellish? I mean, no matter how horrible a neighborhood may be, people still live there. And anywhere inhabited by people is hell, one way or another. Yeah, people will be people in the end. I suppose each corner of the back streets has its own wounds. Throughout my lives, I should say, I always fought to protect others, though I rarely ever managed to protect anything flawlessly. Want a cig? Oh, you're gonna share smoke? Thanks, but no thanks. I quit smoking long ago. Oh really? Didn't expect that. In the parts of the back streets I was brought up in, the neighborhood would constantly change. I wouldn't say my neighbors had their heart in the right place, but some of the adults there were kind of nice to me. Although they would usually be gone without a trace. Wait. Or end up rolling around in the streets with their limbs chopped off the next morning. Right, I mean you guys did tell me. She lived in the cannibal area. They're literally going for meat. From anyone. Sheesh. That's a rough mess even for the back streets. District 23 really did live up to its reputation, huh? It was when the turf war and the purge between syndicates were at their peak. Just like what's happening in the Baldemy Corp's nest right now. And you managed to survive that? Even adept fixers would avoid going there. It was the only place I had. I couldn't even imagine moving to another district, but there was less bloodshed. I was just desperately looking for a way to survive in that hell. Compared to District 23, even the carnivals and those smiling faces looked like child's play. Yeah, soon enough I began to constantly seek ways to protect the people around me in that hellhole. You can tell much about a society from the vocabulary used by its people. The language used in the back streets is often simple and straightforward. They pick common words found in everyday life. They don't bother making up special terminology that applies to the things that have become a part of their everyday lives. They are often even more relevant than the original meaning of those words. I guess the five fingers, like the thumb and the index, and the sweepers, are a prime example of that. People in the back streets strive to gain wealth and power. They can't afford to pursue anything more than the things to keep themselves alive. You know what's funny though? Even if one were to have power, the power would only strike down, not up. The victims in the back streets were potentially predators who just weren't strong enough. Oh, let me tell you about the story of a kid named Carly, 7 years old. Oh no! I mean, she's super cute, but she's crying! The first thing that kid remembered was crying alone in the corner of an alleyway, surrounded by blood and guts. She didn't have anyone to call friends. People around her would all disappear sooner or later, which means her parents are probably gone as well. Most kids her age were either abducted by sweepers or treated like their toys. The small kid couldn't do anything but watch in silence. It is by sheer luck that Carly could survive until she was 13. To cherish the good fortune she was given, Carly observed and observed in order to survive through her own efforts. So Carly made it to 20 years of age, following a strategy of her own. And she finally became a fixer. There wasn't much else she could do. But thankfully, or rather, you thankfully didn't join a syndicate or anything, huh? The kid swore that she wouldn't stoop to their levels. Carly, the fixer's life got a stable track some time after she started working. The work fits her well, thanks to the environment she grew up with. Oh, I was the same too. She thought she could now protect her neighbors, living in the same apartment, given that she had some power being a fixer and all. The streets Carly was living in were still quite dangerous, and she thought to return the favor to Mr. Z next door and Miss Goose upstairs, her neighbors who she was indebted to. Those two would often give food and drink to Carly ever since she was a child. So they are almost like her parents then, huh? And they actually managed to survive for such a long time. That is rare around there. They were two of the only people she would know for a long time. They were like family to her. Out of gratitude, she gave them some of the money she earned. That's kind of nice of her. You know how they repaid Carly for all the money she gave them for more than a month? Well, I guess it wasn't anything good, judging from the flow of your story. What? They conspired with the other residents of the apartment and broke into Carly's house when she was asleep, even though she gave them her money, binding her hands and feet while looking for a safe. Oh, greedy guys. Aren't you shameless? Why would you do that? She's trying her best here. She's keeping you safe. How could you backstab a girl like that? I mean, you're a family. And I see what they're up to. They must have thought Carly was keeping much more money in her stash. Yep. They really tried to rob her. Carly couldn't believe it. Not because she found herself boned when she woke up. It was because she saw filthy lumps of greed crawling around right before her eyes. Just the day before, they used to be her friendly neighbors. They understood the agony of losing better than anyone. Carly only hoped that the money she gave them would be used in a meaningful way. She just wanted to protect them with her newfound strength. And that is how they repaid the... My gods! Stereotypical people, weren't they, huh? I'm sure Carly didn't just let them get away with it like a fool, yeah? Well, she didn't. Carly was stronger than they thought. She could forcefully snap the ropes binding her at any moment, but she chose to wait. She wanted to believe all of this was just a misunderstanding or a prank. You even gave them another chance, even though they already bounded you and broke into your house? But The repulsive words they sped out so casually, talking about how this was their opportunity to use some money to move to a different place. It was neither a dream nor a misunderstanding, but the cold truth. So, did those son of a bitch get what's coming to them? Man, it's upsetting just hearing the story. You're right. She killed all of them. And Kali bursted into tears, covered in the blood of her neighbors. Kali's neighbors, who she had been protecting from violence, were no different from the people, or rather from the others, in that they would resort to violence themselves once they had power. The savage cycle wouldn't stop no matter who she tried to protect. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like there's no point in having anti-sympathy. I also struggled a lot thinking about what's right and wrong during my early days as a fixer. What kind of fixer were you anyways? A neat and sensible fixer who rationally handled his work, so to speak. I held up a decent reputation, seeing how your information network works. And then you pummeled a grade 9 all of the sudden. Yeah, that I did. Anything can happen in life. I mean, the legendary Kali is now standing in front of me too. Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, that's true. Well, to be frank, there was a time when I went batshit insane and ran amok. Didn't care about the consequences at all. Made a lot of enemies back then. You ran amok? The sensation I felt still reverberates in my head sometimes. Ah, so you also went through a lot, huh? I can see it in your eyes. I wouldn't say I'm exactly the same being as Kali anymore, but she still rests within me. That seems like it. You are upright and honest, unlike most fixers I've seen. I've talked too much. I'm gonna get some sleep. Yeah. Yeah, after that fight against our puppy, I could understand why you want some rest. Sleep tight, Kali. Now I need to prepare too, guys. But it's worth it! It is worth it! Now I'm inspired! I can make Maxwell! I need to create, what was it? Was it Hex or something? I think somebody was waiting for the 5th slot of Hot's floor for quite a while, so at least that is going to be quick, but I need to create Maxwell now! Gabura, be happy! Be happy! You got the twins! You have M and M! This war is going to get so busted! But first and foremost, instinct. The taste of flesh was so good after such a long absence. Since then, it got harder and harder to keep himself in check. Still, it didn't matter to him. After all, he was destined to be the bad wolf. Oh man, the timing of my door is so terrible sometimes. I'm not even sure where I was. God. Okay, I think I read Instinct, but I'm not entirely sure if I read the other parts. So, single ally. Each time the selected librarian wins a clash, the last die on their current page gains 1/2 power. Oh, that's good. Recovers 3 7 HP on a successful hit with the final die. Or it's even a recovery card that's even better. Thank you very much, Wolfie. Really appreciate it. Then we also have the Claws of Savagery. Once upon a time, these claws would cut open the belly of numberless creatures and tear apart their guts. After the librarian sustained damage greater than 25% of the max HP, it becomes untargetable and unclashable next scene. The librarian gains 2 strength that scene and inflicts 1 bleed with each successful attack. So by the cost of sacrificing 25% HP, they get a free hit. Is that it? Unclashable next scene, untargetable. I'm gonna get 3 hits. As long as I don't clash against counter dice. Is that it? And it's even going to give her strength to make sure that she wins, while also inflicting bleed. Sounds promising. In the role of the wolf, wolves could not cross the line when doing bad things, and wolf had to be punished. Wolf always needs to be an example. Single ally. Counter dice gain 1/2 power. Counter dice inflict 2 fragile. This floor has to go all about counter dices. I see, we need to follow the footsteps of the wolf. while also relying on the power of Red Riding Hood. Oh, this is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. But first and foremost, I need to prepare 2 guys. I'm gonna give Yetzer this deck back, give Gabora and Maxime their original decks back, build something for Hex, make Maxwell, and then in the next part, we're going to take care of Hots. I hope you guys had fun with today's part, and see you on Wednesday. Until then, bye bye!